In the heart of rural Harrisville, Rhode Island, a farmhouse stands as a silent sentinel to the lives and tragedies of generations past. This age-old structure, nestled amidst rolling landscapes that echo tales of old, bears witness to histories untold. It was a cold January in 1971 when the Perron family, Roger and Carolyn, along with their 5 daughters, first laid eyes on this 14-room dwelling. A dream home, they thought, spacious enough for their growing family and brimming with the charm of antiquity. The land whispered stories of the past, stories of joy, sorrow, and life in its purest form. Yet, beneath the allure of its rustic charm, secrets lay in wait, concealed within the farmhouse's time-worn walls. The farmhouse, unassuming in its silence, watched as the family moved in, their laughter and chatter filling its rooms. Unaware of the shadows that lurked within, the Perrons stepped into their new home, crossing the threshold of the unknown. As the days unfolded, the farmhouse began to whisper its secrets. Nestled amidst the tranquil landscapes of rural Harrisville, the Perron family had hoped to find solace in their new home. Yet the house, an ancient guardian of tales, had a different narrative to tell. Their first encounters with the supernatural were subtle, like the soft rustling of leaves before a storm. Carolyn, the vigilant caretaker of their new dwelling, found herself puzzled by brooms that seemed to move of their own accord and freshly cleaned rooms that would inexplicably become littered with dirt. The kettle would sometimes scrape against the stove, as if stirred by unseen hands, and objects would disappear, only to reappear in the most unlikely of places. Most were benign shadows of the past flickering through the present, but among them, they claimed, roamed entities of a more malevolent nature, spirits that seemed to harbor anger and malice. Day by day, the family's experiences began to weave a sinister narrative. The house, once a symbol of their dreams, started to reveal a darker side. The echoes of the past grew louder, the shadows deeper, and the air heavier with a sense of foreboding. Yet the family persevered, attributing the strange happenings to the house's age and their own vivid imaginations. Little did they know they were only scratching the surface of a mystery that spanned centuries, a tale of darkness and tragedy that was deeply rooted in the land upon which their home stood. As the weeks rolled by, the subtle disturbances grew in intensity, the spectral apparitions more frequent. The line between the natural and the supernatural began to blur, and the Perron family found themselves on the precipice of an ordeal that would test their courage and unity. These strange occurrences marked the beginning of the Perron family's ordeal. The tranquility of their rural dream was shattered, replaced by a haunting reality. The farmhouse, once a beacon of hope, had become a labyrinth of mystery and fear. Among the spirits that roamed the farmhouse, one figure stood out, a woman from the mid-1800s, Bathsheba Sherman. This name echoed through the halls of the Perrons' home, a chilling reminder of the farmhouse's dark past. Bathsheba, a mortal once, now an entity bound to the estate, held sway over its spectral inhabitants. Bathsheba Sherman, a figure of legend and darkness, had her roots in the same soil that the Perron family now called home. Her life was shrouded in mystery and controversy, her name synonymous with the macabre. Rumored to have dabbled in the dark arts, Bathsheba's presence was a chilling testament to the unseen world that lurked just beyond the veil of our reality. It was said that Bathsheba's earthly life was marked by a heinous act, a crime so vile it forever tethered her spirit to the estate. A neighbor's child, under her care, met a tragic end. The cause: a needle found embedded in the base of the child's skull. Though the courts of the day could not definitively link Bathsheba to this horrendous act, the whispers of her wickedness persisted, her name forever tainted. The dark aura of Bathsheba permeated the farmhouse, an unseen force that toyed with the living. The Perron family, unsuspecting victims of her spectral games, found themselves caught in an escalating spiral of supernatural disturbances. The children's innocent whispers of spirits roaming their home now took on a sinister undertone as Bathsheba's shadow loomed large. As Bathsheba's influence grew, so too did the fear within the Perron household. Their dream home had turned into a chilling stage of paranormal activity, with Bathsheba as the puppeteer, pulling the strings from the shadows. The shadow of Bathsheba's wickedness loomed over the Perron family, setting the stage for a sinister narrative. A narrative that would plunge the family into a world of the unknown, a world where the living and the dead coexisted, a world where a dark entity sought to control the living. Bathsheba's reign had begun. The disturbances escalated, forcing Roger and Carolyn to seek the expertise of renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens, renowned for their sensitivity to the unseen, stepped into a narrative already thick with tension and fear. Their arrival was a beacon of hope for the beleaguered Perron family, a promise of assistance in the face of the inexplicable. Ed, a self-taught demonologist, and Lorraine, a clairvoyant and light trance medium, brought with them a wealth of experience in dealing with the spectral and the supernatural. Their reputation echoed with tales of encounters with entities that defied comprehension, a testament to their expertise in navigating the murky waters of the paranormal. The Warrens dove headfirst into the strange happenings that plagued the Perrons. They walked the rooms and halls, their senses tuned to the echoes of the past and the whispers of the unseen. In their investigation, they unearthed layers of history, of lives lived and lost within the farmhouse's old bones. Their findings reaffirmed the family's experiences, providing validation in the face of the unbelievable. The seance was a crucial part of their investigation, a bridge between worlds, a channel through which they hoped to communicate with the spirits that haunted the farmhouse. The intent was to bring peace, to reconcile the living with the dead. Yet, as the seance unfolded, it became apparent that the house had other plans. The seance spiraled into chaos. Carolyn, the family's matriarch, found herself at the epicenter of this tumult. Her body contorted in ways that defied the natural order, her voice a conduit for the house's darkest secrets. The spirits, once whispers in the shadows, roared into the forefront, their fury unleashed. The seance, intended to bring peace, instead unleashed a torrent of darkness. The farmhouse, a silent witness to centuries of life and death, revealed its true nature. It was not just a home, but a vessel, a repository of tales and tragedies, of spirits bound by unresolved pasts. And the Perron family, caught in this web of the unseen, found themselves thrust into a battle against forces beyond their comprehension. Amid turmoil, the strength of the Perron family shone brightest. The threads of unity that bound Roger, Carolyn, and their 5 daughters were not easily severed. These were ordinary people, thrust into an extraordinary circumstance. Their home, once a symbol of their dreams, was now a gateway to a realm that defied understanding. Yet they stood firm, their resolve unwavering in the face of spectral onslaughts. The family's resilience was remarkable. Each eerie whisper, each spectral figure that roamed their halls, every inexplicable event that turned their world upside down only served to cement their unity.